Stop doing these 5 things and you can save $500,000 in the next 30 years for retirement. Hi, this is Jeff at Below Average, coming to you with some money saving tips, tricks if you want to call them, or just downright I wish I would have learned this stuff years ago. And definitely if you're on a lower income scale, these are the 5 things you need to stop doing to either survive and save money or definitely survive and invest the money for your retirement. So number 1, very simple. As you can see, haircut. My wife cuts my hair. Just started doing this 3-4 months ago. I can't believe I never had her do it before. This is unbelievable, absolutely ridiculous. Now for me to get my hair cut where I'm at, it'll cost $20 and a $2 tip, $22. Every 2 months I get a haircut. You know, that's a little bit of money. That's not a lot, is it? But $130 something a year saved. So I'm going to add all these up first just to give you a small example. Well, actually, you know what here? So approximately $32 a year savings just on my haircut, and my wife can do it, and it helps because I'm a man. That's equivalent to about, let me check here. I have it all wrote down. That's equivalent to about $30,000 a year in 30 years at 12% interest if you're investing for retirement. Now I'm too old for, I might not even be around 30 more years from now, but just to give you an idea, you're young, newly married, have your wife or learn how to cut your hair yourself. Plenty of YouTube videos on it, real simple to do, and you actually could just cut it more, to keep it fresh. But $132 a year I save in 30 years at 12% interest is approximately $30,000. Number 2, if you have a dog that has to get a haircut, which we have stopped doing that. With my wife cutting my hair, she said, I should be able to cut our dog's hair. It's kind of surprisingly, our dog costs about $45 every 2 months. So in a year savings, we are about $240 a year to save. 12%, 30 years is about $65,000. Kind of sounds crazy, doesn't it? That's one dog. What if you have more than one that you're paying for? I don't care if you have the money to do it. Do it yourself and still save this kind of money. Invest the difference. And obviously, if you're low income and struggling, you will be able to find the few hours every so many months that you need to cut your dog's hair and learn how to do it. Pretty simple. Okay, another one I never do, lottery tickets. I know a lot of people that buy them every week, all the time. If you're just a casual, I'm going to blow $10 a week on lottery tickets, scratch-offs, or the big ones or whatever. $360 a year. If you invested that at 12% interest over 30 years, guess what? Let me look, $97,000. Kind of sounds crazy, huh? Makes you start thinking, shouldn't you be scratching them off? I should be just sticking $10 more a week into my retirement account, and look at what it can do over 30 years. Another one kind of goes hand in hand with that one. I've never been into one, but a casino. Now I know people that have lost pretty much all their money because they get addicted. Find very few people that ever win anything, and if they do, they're still at a loss because they'll keep going back. So if you're just a casual, I go with my friends once a month and I only drop $20 and I just hang out and watch them, which if you go, you're probably spending a lot more than that. $20 a month, $240 a year, very similar to the dog haircut. You're looking at, let me see here, you're looking at about another $65,000 in 30 years. 30 years, 12% interest. Not dropping $20 a month at a casino, $65,000. Now you might say, oh, that's cheap entertainment. Is $65,000 cheap? I think you can find something else. And another one, which is probably a big one, which if you're younger, you're probably maybe even doing this already, but not realizing the savings, is get rid of the cable, dish, DirecTV, whatever any of those are called. Dump them, get rid of them. They are all outrageous and not worth it. You can do so much more. Go get a Fire Stick TV, one-time purchase of $45. And if you're already paying for the Amazon Prime so you can get your free shipping, the item's free when you hook it on up. You pay the $45, but you don't pay for any of the content. Unless there's some if you want to, you can. But if you're one of those people paying $75 to $100 a month for cable, which they are out there, there's a lot of them. I used to be one. This little simple thing, if you're spending $15 a month or approximately for the Amazon Prime, for the shipping, when you get the Fire Stick for free, that difference of money per month from $115, that's $85 a month. You're talking, say, $1,000 a year, depending on if you get a few other channels and everything else. You are looking at a whopping at 12% over 30 years. Oh, let me look. You're getting close to $250,000 just for that. So let me combine all these together to give you an idea. My haircut, and that's only one person, $132 a year. Our dog getting cut, about $240 a year. Lottery tickets, if you're buying them, $10 a week, $360 a year. You have casino dropping $20 a month for fun, $240 a year. And you save about $75, $80, $85 a month by getting rid of cutting the cord, the cable through DirecTV, and just going to a Fire Stick or Roku, or figuring out something else. Right there, you're looking at close to a $2,000 a year savings. Now, if you are struggling, which a lot of people are, if you're in financial trouble, this alone, if you can apply all of these, or a couple of these, but if you can apply all of these to save $2,000 a year, almost $200 a month, by doing these simple things, by not doing and just spending a little time on cutting somebody's hair in the house. And if you got multiple people you could cut, you just add to it and you can figure it out yourself. You take all of these combined at 12% over 30 years, you're looking at close to $500,000 for your retirement by cutting these simple things out. I'm not telling you to go out and work harder, work for more, pick up a second job, do all kinds of crazy things. I'm talking about cutting these 5 things out. Investing that money, 30 years, 12% is close to $500,000. That is more money than what most people are going to retire on that I know of that have been working their entire lives because of some of these basic things that I just mentioned here. That they just, and I was one of them, used to get my hair cut all the time, did it for my whole life. First time my wife started cutting my hair, I feel so stupid, it's unbelievable. Same thing with the dog, been doing that for years. It's unbelievable. I feel this is absolutely stupid why we haven't been doing this. Luckily, we have never gotten into the lottery or the casino, and we've gotten rid of our DirecTV probably about 5-6 years ago and been using the Fire Stick TV, which has worked out perfectly fine. We do not miss that crazy cable bill. Ours was up to $120 at one point with DirecTV. Absolutely ridiculous. You don't need it. Don't need it. Okay, recap. These 5 items. Personal haircut. If you have an animal for a haircut, stop doing the lottery junk. Stop going to the casinos and blowing money. Cut the cable. That's $500,000 in 30 years if you invest it at 12%. Now here's another kicker. When I said that's about $2,000 savings per year, if you are a wife that is watching this, what if your husband came home and said, "Honey, I can't believe it. They just called me in the office at work today and they gave me a $1 raise. Oh my gosh, isn't that crazy?" You'd be going absolutely nuts. This is the same thing. $1 at 40 hours a week times 52 weeks is basically $2,000 a year. Same thing. It's your mindset. You got to start changing it. You got to look at things differently. You got to start realizing what you need to do. And if you're young, you can capitalize on this and change your future without having to hardly do anything. And if you're somebody at my age, or you're low income, having troubles paying bills, excellent money to be saved. Not wasted, saved. Very simple, plain as all get out. Now you start looking at things like this and apply these to maybe other things that you'll come up with. Please leave them in the comments down below. Other ideas similar to this that you guys or somebody else is looking at or have done, so somebody else can learn. Somebody else out there that's struggling can save money and maybe invest the difference. Unbelievable. This is so ridiculous. It's so mind-blowing. It irritates the hell out of me. This drives me nuts that some of these things I've never done in my life before. These have been much better for retirement, which I'm in my middle 50s. So I'm not drastically far away. Simple, crazy things you can look at and apply across the board to be able to save money and invest the difference for your future without having to go out and bust your butt and work harder and everything else. Now you remember, ladies, when I said the $1 an hour if your husband came home, how crazy and excited you'd be, and he would feel great because I'm being rewarded for my hard work. What if you came back and told him, or vice versa, to your wife, whatever, if you cut my hair, we stopped taking the dog to get cut, I'm not going to buy we're not buying lottery tickets anymore, we're not going to the casino and blowing money, we're going to cut that cable, and we're going to end up going to one of these other items, Fire Stick or Roku or something else, and we're going to save the equivalent to the $1 an hour I just got. You should be going crazy over this. Simple ideas. Sometimes you just need to hear somebody say it so you can recognize it and have it all make sense. Now, please like, subscribe, comment down below. I want to hear your comments down below so other people can learn and understand and save money instead of giving this to all these people. Sorry, people, just stop giving it to them. You work hard for your money. Don't throw it away. Let's start thinking for your family, for yourself, for your future. Start it right now. Hey, have a great day. I appreciate you.